our progress that we are looking forward.
And looking for more supplies of LNG from Qatar as well, like the long list of countries.
Well, with Qatar, we have relationship for a long time, and we buy LNG from Qatar. We have long-term agreement, and that will, I hope that will continue. But I know there is a lack of energy, and fuel is a crisis. There is a crisis, a tremendous crisis all over the world. But now those the oil price, oil producing country, there is a tremendous demand. It is true, but because we have already long-term agreement, so it will continue. I am very much hopeful.
We know that countries like India have been seeking oil from Russia at a much cheaper price. Is Russia a possible supplier for you?
From Russia we never bought oil, but...
Might you consider?
Well, wherever it is available and who will give a comfortable price, definitely we will avail that. Why not? Listen, our foreign policy is very clear. I just want to tell the audience that Bangladesh foreign policy is friendship to all, malice to none. So with everybody we have very good relationship. And another thing I want to mention, that yes, country to country maybe have conflict, but we never poke our nose to that. We never, play a partisan role. We need to develop our country. We need to fulfill our people's demand. We need to develop country so that our people get a better life, a developed life. And we have a targeted plan. Now, we just recently graduated from LDC. In 2026, we will start that as a developing country, we will start our program. Yes, 2030 SDG, we already have taken many programs to fulfill the SDG, UNG program. And I am very much confident that yes, we can do it, we will do it, yes. Side by side, we have our own program. Like 2041, we want to develop our country as a developed country and a smart country, because the ICT digital device and technology, we started training our people, we are working. So for our development and for the cause of our people, for giving a better life for our people, we are ready to avail everything from where it is possible.
Prime Minister, I want to touch on the upcoming elections, which need to be held by January 2024. You've been in power for, I think, about 14 years now. How much more longer do you think you'll be in power?
As long as my people want me, because I'm working for people. I'm working for people, you see. My father had a dream. He wanted to give these people a better life. So this is my aim. That our people should not suffer from hunger, suffer from malnutrition, suffer from lack of housing or education or healthcare. So I want to ensure, already we have done, in our humble way, at least their basic need within these 14.5 years. Now we are able to fulfill their basic needs. Our poverty level, it was 41.5% in 2006. Now, the 2022, we reduced it to 18.7%. Our extreme poverty level, it was 25.5 5%. Now we reduced to 5.6%. And I hope within 2-3 years there will be no extreme poverty.
But countries like the US have come out to say they would like to see a freer and fairer election, and the opposition has come out to say that as long as you're in power, they're unlikely to be part of the election process. How is it going to be freer, fairer, and more participatory?
Listen, in our country, 1935, when my father was assassinated, after that the military dictator took over power, and that time they jeopardized all electronic process. The election was just a game. It is our struggle. In 81, when I returned home, because 75 I told you that me and my sister and myself, we were abroad. So we lived abroad as a refugee. That was actually a refugee life. But in 1981, when my party, Bangladesh Awami League, elected me as the president of the party in my absentia when I returned home. Since then, we started struggling for democracy, for people's voting right, people's right to vote. That means they should have right to exercise their adult franchise. So it is our struggle to ensure free, fair election, and I did it. During our time, every election, yes, some opposition may raise the question, but the opposition position, at present, the main opposition, that party was constituted by a military dictator. They first capture power, then they form this party. In 2008 election, nobody could raise any question about the election, but that election, what was the result? Now this party, who is raising this point, that party get only 29 seats out of 300 seats in our parliament. So this party, they had 20 party alliance, so they get only 29 seats. So I am here to ensure our people's voting right, because people should decide who will run the country. It is people's power. So I want to ensure people's power. I am here not to grab power. Rather, I want to power our people that they should have the right to choose their government. So under our government, definitely election will be free and fair. Why not? Now, some parties said they will not participate. How they can participate? Because during their time, countries suffered a lot. Our people suffered. That time, the terrorist activities increased. Every year there is a corruption, nepotism, so exploitation. They never bother for people. It was very difficult for our people to get one meal per day. That was their situation. When my party came back to power, since then we ensure everything for our people. So now, election, it is people's right. What we have done, now people understand that. If they vote for us, I am here. If they don't, okay, fine. Now, during our time, there are many by-elections, local elections. You can see who is creating problem, who is not. But every election, some incident may take place. Now, you mentioned about the US. So now you just think about the US president election. Mr. Trump still didn't accept the result. What they can say now? So, already we ask everybody, whoever want to send, even if they want to send observer, they can do it. So I can tell you that I am here to ensure my people's democratic right, voting right, and it is our struggle. And through my struggle, so many times I face the odd situation you cannot imagine. Yes, I survived. I don't know. Allah has given me, maybe Allah has given me some job to do. Till that time, I know I am here because I lost all my family member. I cannot forget that. Even I didn't get justice. So I am here to serve my country, my people, that they should live a better life, a prosperous life. Bangladesh, we liberated, so Bangladesh would be a developed country. That is my aim. So why I should, try to jeopardize people's rights? What we have established. So they should think about it. So definitely election will be free and fair. And now, the party, I told you, there's a military ruler, they constitute those party, or the war criminals party, or the killers of our parents' party. They may not feel comfortable, but other people, there are many other parties. Those parties will participate in the election.
Right.
Yeah, so I don't understand why they raise this question time and again.
On that note, we have to end the conversation. Prime Minister, we thank you so much for your time today. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much. Thank you.